Hi, I'm Jordan Long here, and today I'm going to talk about a Google login hangup that happened, well, depending to from what time stage you're in, this might have been unlike. But you're like, but Jordan, you're in a Pacific time stead now. So the hang up would have naughties and you and I hadn't had to deal with the hang up because you would have still been asleep. So Google had this login hang up that happened for folks on the eastern side of things. This would have happened between 6 and 7 in the morning. Now, for those and the other time steads, this would have at least, I don't know, I'm not going to get into all the time steads and what time it would have been happening. So Google had this login hang up. And when Google had this login hang up, you could not get into it. Oh, yeah, you could log in with your send or your G-send, but that is as far as you went. You'll be met with either one or two things. Either you get a Google thing telling you, sad, something went wrong, seek again. Or you'd be met with you've either met either with a monkey with the tool. It would do the same thing. No need what web seeker you were on. Edge, Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Opera, Avalanche, you know. And it wouldn't care what running up make layout setup you had. Either be Microsoft Windows, Apple Macintosh OS, Google Chrome OS, Samsoft OS, Google Android, Apple iOS, or Amazon Kindle iOS, I believe. It wouldn't care. It would do the same thing to you if you were running it on the Xbox or the PlayStation or the Wii or whatever. So no one knows why this login hang up happened. I don't know why it happened. And it threw a complete fuck up in my routine. No, I mean, a way of doing things. You see, this film would have already been up by now, but the login happened. And then we had to do other things. I had to go and take care of my pets and do some other stuff. And Gabrielle had to do some other things too, and so did Jade and Zenos and Osmond and Dylan. And my godmother Zena and Cameron had to do some other things. And I wasn't really in the mood to go drag someone out. If I do get someone in this film, YouTube is going to have me looking at the shooter from most of the film, so I just say F it. It's just going to be me talking about a hang up today. So this Google hang up would make some folks believe they got hacked. I don't know why, but some folks like me would believe they got hacked. Two, it would make them believe that either there was some hang up with their firewall, their sandbox, their web seeker, their evilware stronghold tool, whatever that need be. And it was none of that. So for all you folks that were fucking around with your firewall and your sandbox and your evilware stronghold tool and your web seeker and its settings and stuff, you shouldn't have been fucking around with any of that. So it took about a span, but then you could get back into whatever Google thing you wanted. Either it be Gmail, GSend, or AdWords or AdSense. Either it would be, I don't know, Blogger or Daybook or YouTube or Google Meet. Whatever it was you wanted to do, you can do it again. Google has healed up the login hang up since it was a Google login hang up, since you couldn't get into any of your Google stuff, whatever that might be. Now, some folks out there might say, yeah, websteads have hang ups from time to time. Websteads come undone from time to time, which is true. And I'm sure there's probably someone out there who's going to believe it was a hack. Well, I don't know if it was a hack to say. Sad about that. I don't know if it was a hack to say or not. I mean, if it was, why would anyone want to hack Google? Plus, I don't have any truth it being a hack. Now, I know there's some folks out there that probably want to hack the webstead to get folks interweb send and or overtake our step words so they can then sell it to someone so they can then work it on them. If that might be the only grounds to hacking Google or any of its offshoots, which all the Google reckonings run through or log in through. But at the end of the day, there isn't any truth to back up that. And I'm sure that any of my haters out there, which I do have some of them, but I don't really care. I've stopped caring about what they think and what they believe a long time ago. Uh, would say, ha ha, you can't get your film in at 7 or something. Well, ha ha, you couldn't get in either, so it is what it is. Well, it's healed now. And that's why this film, which would have been up by 7, and now will be up by 8. So I don't know what I do not know what went wrong. There really wasn't any way you could feedback Google on this unless you happen to be on YouTube's homestead and then feedback them that way, but that's the only thing you could do. So it's all healed up now. You can go back in now, be back on YouTube, or AdSense or AdWords or Meet or Blogger or whatever you wanted to go on, or GSend, whatever you wanted to go on, or YouTube, whatever Google offshoot you wanted to log into, you can go back into that now. Those are all working now. If they're still not working for you, I don't know what to say. You know. But anyway, that's it. It is what it is. I'm Jordan Long, and I hope you like this film.